We have our best like beverage which we take every morning to start or brighten the day. What are your thoughts about coffee as a beverage in the breakfast menu? According to Thomas Jefferson, coffee is the favorite drink of the civilized world. Do you agree with this opinion, or is there more to uncover? It may be needless to describe the drink, but it is possible that most of its consumers understand its distinctive origin, especially how it became renowned. "14 centuries ago, most restaurants, relaxation centers, or companies did not know much about coffee until it was introduced into the business arena, then brewed, packaged, and sold as either a black, brown, or creamy drink. What is coffee to you? Can you say it is the beverage that helps you to calm down and reflect, or is it the common language of a business or corporate breakfast, or the center point of a get-together with friends, or the magic that allows you to get off the bed and speed to work in the morning?" Well, the answers are subjective. From the standpoint of common knowledge, coffee is addressed as a beverage made from fruit called coffee cherry, and usually it is brewed with a very hot water and grounded coffee beans. Speaking of coffee beans, they are often sourced from coffee plants, botanically known as coffea. Incidentally, it will take about a year for a cherry to mature and ripen before its bean can be harvested. The plants require mild temperatures, sufficient shade, and lots of rain. As such, they are grown in temperate areas of the world, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. In addition, it has health benefits. It entails a mild stimulant because of its caffeine content, although it is slightly acidic and somewhat bitter. After tea, it is the second most popular beverage in the world. That said, it is vital to unravel how coffee found its root in the world and exactly how people started to drink it as a stimulant or an energizer. Historically, it is impossible to know when people started to drink it because its origin remains a mystery between Ethiopia and Yemen. Storytellers have attributed its origin to both countries, but the question of which country discovered it first has been a debate for decades because there is limited body of evidence except for stories. On the basis of research and stories, the earliest discovery of coffee was traced to Ethiopia. It was said that a goat herder called Kaldi discovered it. How? His goat became energetic after eating a specific berry from a certain tree. He did not shroud this discovery in secrecy. He went ahead to report his findings to the local monks, who accepted it after rejecting it initially. The brewing of the coffee beans attracted other monks considering its soothing aroma. A drink was made with the berries, and they found that it kept them on their alert throughout the long hours of evening prayers. Afterwards, the knowledge of the energizing berries began to spread like wildfire. By the 15th century, people were growing coffee in the Yemeni district of Arabia. Its cultivation as well as trade eventually reached Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey. In the early 17th century, coffee houses began to blossom in European and other Western countries. European travelers relate the stories of an unusual black beverage, and soon enough it became popular across the continent. The popularity of the coffee houses was unquantifiable as people frequented them for all kinds of social activities. Quickly, they became foundational to the exchange of information and gathering of the elites to such an extent that they were referred to as School of the Wise. By the way, people rejected the discovery of the dark beverage. They reacted to it with suspicion or fear, tagging it the bitter invention of Satan. The castigation triggered the intervention of Pope Clement VIII, who tasted the beverage and found it satisfying. The Pope gave his seal of approval. Before long, it began to replace the then general breakfast beverages such as beer and wine. As the world grew, coffee houses in London grew to over 300 by the mid-17th century, plenty of which captivated like-minded patrons, including brokers, artists, shippers, and merchants. According to statistics, 62% of Americans drink coffee every day. They drink an average of more than 3 cups each day. And the authority of studies, the rekindled popularity of coffee has increased the sale of flat whites and whatnot by an astonishing 50% over the last 5 years. Finally, coffee drinkers can describe how mildly bitter, darkly colored, and slightly acidic the drink is. Already established, it has a stimulating effect on humans, mainly due to its caffeine content. Indeed, it is the most popular hot drink on earth. You might want to join the league if you have not.